Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 as we roll into our 17th year on the air. I tell you what, after talking to Dale Sanders, I feel much younger today. You know, I was instead of 74, I feel 73. You know, I'm much younger. I mean, does that not inspire you for an 82-year-old man to do the Appalachian Trail?
It really does. It really does. It's, like I said, it just makes you feel like you can do anything yourself.
And you can. If you put your mind to it.
That's right. If you put your mind to it, you can do anything you care to do.
I bet this young man at one time said, I want to be a pro bass angler.
And he's become quite.
Yeah, and I'm sure dreams are made when you're young. And I don't know, Jesse Wiggins, if this is what you wanted to do when you were a kid, but congratulations, and we're happy to have Jesse Wiggins on today's show talking bass fishing. What did little Jesse want to be when he was growing up?
Yeah, thank y'all guys for having me on. But absolutely, when I was a kid, there was nothing else I wanted to be but a fisherman.
Really?
Once I found out that you could do it for a living and make money, and that was there was no doubt in my mind that's what I wanted to be.
So you told all your classmates in elementary school, I'm going to be a fisherman.
Absolutely.
Did you?
Funny story.
Really?
Funny story. All my papers and stuff growing up through elementary school and even through high school, all the papers we had to write on what we wanted to be when we grew up, every one of them is professional fishermen.
Really?
And yeah, but it is. And my mother actually she showed me some stuff the other day that I had wrote. And I think I was in the 10th grade.
Yeah?
And it was all about fishing. Absolutely.
Well, I know you and your brother Jordan are pretty close. And if I'm not mistaken, he likes to fish too, right?
Yeah, he does. He likes it just as much as I do. And anytime he's off, we're always fishing team tournaments.
Yeah.
We actually got a big team tournament coming up this weekend.
Oh, really? A team tournament? So you don't even in your spare time you're fishing, right? So
absolutely. I love it.
Well, tell us about Leeds and Smith Lake and how you're able to. Because I know that when I looked at some of the stuff, you got on top after Friday, after day 2, and then the crowd, he told the crowd that 2/3 of the work is done.
Yep.
You must have been prepared.
Yeah. It was on a home lake, and I've got a lot of time. I've got a lot of time fishing down at that time of year. And I felt like if I could get this one thing going, throwing a crankbait and a buzzbait down the bank, if I could get that going, I felt like I could win. And in practice, I kind of seen that it was happening. And I just know so much on that lake. I was able to make it last for 3 days, but yeah, I mean it was the second open of the season that I won. So it's 2 of the 3 opens. So I think I won the first one, and then I won the last one of the season.
That's right. Yeah.
It was awesome. I don't know how to put it into words, but I mean it was really, really, really awesome.
And there at Smith Lake when you won. The conditions were a little bit different than they normally are for fall because the weather has been so warm.
Yeah.
And, it really confused the fish, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. The spotted bass usually plays a lot bigger role when the water cools off. And the water was really warm, and it was up in the 80 degrees,
Mm-hmm.
And it was the spotted bass almost played 0 role in the tournament.
Wow.
That's
as far
unusual.
as being able to win.
Yeah.
And I was able to, I knew enough largemouth stuff, and I made it last for 3 days somehow. I got fortunate, and it worked out.
That crankbait that you use, that's a fairly new bait out on the market too, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I used the older 1.5 some, and then the new one I used was our Jinko Fishing CD squared.
Right. Yeah.
And, I mixed and matched both of them, but yeah, it's Jinko Fishing. It's kind of a newer hardbait company.
Yeah, we know about. We know all about them. Yeah, I mean they've been on the show, the young man, and I'm for never hearing of Jinko Fishing, Ron. We've heard a lot about it in the last year, hadn't we?
Yeah, we have.
And
Yeah, we really have.
And I didn't even realize that. And I know you said it was God's plan, a miracle, dumb luck, whatever it was. I like the way you put that, and everything when you go into these things. And again, we're talking to Jesse Wiggins out of Cullman, Alabama, and I know talk about the triple qualifying. I mean, you actually
won 2 opens and qualified through AOY on the Elite Series.
That blows my mind. What?
Yeah, it blows my mind too. I'll be honest. I knew sitting out in the Elite Series my rookie year, I knew I wanted to qualify through points because that's a big deal. I mean, that's what everybody tries to do.
That's right.
And being a rookie, that's kind of a pretty good accomplishment.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my plan all along, was to qualify through points, and I did that. And I'm almost as happy as that, just personally.
Sure,
by doing that than winning those opens. Now, winning the opens, I like that better for my bank account.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But just in my mind, I know it was a big feat by qualifying through the points like that, and because there's a lot of great fishermen that didn't qualify, and when you look at it like that, you see how fortunate you are, and it was a big deal. That was one of my main goals, and I was able to get it done there, and it was
you got it done the way I understand it. I don't know if they get anybody else up on the stage. I understand you had most of Coleman there, and all your family and everything else. You celebrated that is with family, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Down there at Leeds, I had like my girlfriend's family, my family, my extended family.
Yeah.
Half the crowd was people there to watch me, and it was really cool looking out over there and seeing that big group of people, and that was all my family.
It was
awesome.
Did you feel, and Ron probably feels this, fishing in your home water, the pressure, folks expected you to do this. Now, Jesse, so how do you block that out?
Well, fortunately, that lake, it ain't like I get to fish down there so much. I know so much stuff down there.
Yeah.
I knew in my mind if I just ran everything that I knew and stayed on to the what was happening right now, that I would eventually get enough chances. Sometimes you don't always catch them, but you usually get enough chances if you fish the right stuff all day. And that was my train of thought all 3 days of the tournament. Just put yourself in the right position. If it don't work, it don't work. But you're going to get the opportunity if you stay in the right position. And that's kind of what I did all 3 days. And I ended up only losing one fish all 3 days. And
really?
That's pretty amazing.
Worked out.
Yeah, losing one fish. Yeah.
The level of competition there on that Open, too, is pretty amazing because you had some other guys that were there. That's their home, like Matt and Jordan Lee. David Kilgore. We've had all of them on the show along with you, Jesse. And there's a lot of pressure there to fish against that level of competition, too, isn't it?
Yeah, there is. I mean, I respect those guys a ton, and that's why I knew that I would have to fish, almost mistake-free to make it happen.
Right.
And that was like I said, that was just my train of thought is just don't make any mistakes, and just keep your bait in the strike zone as long as you can, and that's what I tried to do.
Well, then again, we're talking to Jesse Wiggins out of Cullman, Alabama. Sounds like you got a cold, buddy. You're fighting it, just changing the weather.
Bit, yeah,
just changing the weather.
Yeah,
it jumped on us, didn't it? It did that.
It was. I don't know.
Well, we appreciate you being with. I got to ask you one thing, and Ron always does this. I love to talk lures on this show because I have no idea what they are. John Gordon's listening over here, and
John knows what they are.
Yeah,
I do.
We'll listen to this. So this is a quote from Jesse. Okay, I love quotes. I expect them to be right. He said, "I started with a black and white horny toad." Now, if you start with a horny toad, you're going to win. So I think
you should win.
You should win with a horny toad,
and it's still a good bait.
Well, if that name, it ought to be a good bait. It's a frog, right? It is a frog.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
it's a little plastic frog that has two little tails on it that twist really good and move a lot of water.
Right, that made
fishing around the bank in the mornings using the horny toad. And then he comes back, and he's got the shaky head, which I know what that is now. Okay, I've learned about that, The Zoom fluke, I know about that, too. And, of course, that Jinko CD squared, I know about that. I've seen those things. So what does this mean for you now is now you're going to Hartwell. You're going to South Carolina. You're in the big field there. Ron will be
the big dance.
Ron will be there dancing with you. I can tell you that. So, what's it feel like, and what's your preparation schedule for this?
Well, I fished in the Classic last year, so I kind of know what to expect for us.
But not at Hartwell. Not at Hartwell.
No.
That was Conroe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never been to Hartwell, so I'm going to go up there this winter some. Maybe for a few days, try to get up there before it goes off limit.
Yes.
Kind of look around, and then when we get there, I don't know. I'm just going to try to catch them on the way I want to catch them. But if that don't work, I'll be changing. But that's the plan right now.
I just hope it's not going to be 9 degrees as it was.
Don't tell that to him. Jesse's coughing and sneezing here and everything. And
it was cold.
I'll be honest. I want it to be that cold, so I'm not going to agree with you on that one. I would rather be sick and the fish are biting good. But I don't know about 9 degrees.
No, Jesse. No, we don't.
I'll take in the 30s.
In the 30s, but
that's what it was at Douglas Lake.
Yeah. Well, what did you learn last year? In the Classic?
I think I learned that I got to cover more water. That's the main thing I learned. Because I got in a tournament and, Plan A wasn't working and Plan B worked a little bit, but not as good. And I just, I think I just got to cover more water and have more of an idea. If things start going south, if things are going right, everything looks good.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
all well
Yeah.
played. But I think if you cover more water when things start going south, you got more of something to fall back on, and I think that's what I'm going to try to do.
Well,
better.
we appreciate
and that goes for the whole year.
That goes for you got other tournaments, and you got the team tournament this weekend. So this guy loves to fish, whether he's sick or not. Jesse, thank you for being on Outdoors with Larry Ray. We will definitely stay up with you and try to get you back on, and look out for Ron Wall. He's our man over there.
I will be seeing you there, Jesse. All the best to you, buddy.
Yeah, he speaks 7 languages. They're all called fishing lures. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Jesse.
I can speak those too.
You can speak them too. Yeah. All right, buddy. Take it easy. Hope you feel better, and thanks again, okay?
Thank you for having me.
All right, Jesse Wiggins. Let's take a break. Come right back. Now, you jump in and put a little fish talk on there because it's waterfowl time. We're gonna get to you, John Gordon.
Well, I can talk fish too, but Ron, he's the man.
No, don't tell him that. Don't tell him that. No. All right. We'll be right back.
Can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry.